Hey, sorry about the delay. OBS was being annoying and lagging, so we had to fix that. Or it fixed it, or rather, it fixed itself. So, yeah. Yep. Oh, right. You guys can't, hold on. I'm gonna switch over to the scene real quick. All right. I'm gonna check.
Hello, hello.
Hey, all right. I'm gonna make sure I can hear you guys.
Okay, I deactivated your stream. No, I can see myself. I can hear myself.
Yippee!
Now is a good time to do the chat thingy. Hey, that's
Hey, can you
Sola.
guys
Hey,
say
Sola.
something?
Hello.
Why can't I hear these guys?
I can hear myself in the stream. How my your stream open? I can hear both of us. Can you confirm,
Wow.
Sola?
It's not picking up the stream. Or like the
What do you mean,
stream is I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything?
No, not in the
Yes,
Oh.
you see Sola. See Sola. I hear everyone. Yes, it's your end.
Okay, I got a new phone, so maybe it's being weird.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
That's the important part. Everyone else can hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Now chat.
All right. How do I do that again?
Click chat.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Properties. Change URL. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Bada bing.
Wait,
Boom.
hold on. Oh, it's because it was never mind. It wasn't. It was behind, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
That's why we couldn't hear
worries.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Whoopsies.
Okay. No worries. That thing happened. That also stuff happened. Nothing to worry about.
Yep. All right. So, hello, everyone.
Hey, Sala. Hey, people.
Howdy. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people.
All right. So, I'm Enray, and I'm, of course,
Yes, you are.
joined by Roy.
Yes, I am.
And someone new to this channel, my boyfriend, Micho.
Yes.
Meowdy.
Who do you think you are, Amikore?
What are you, a narc?
Fight me.
Bet.
Roll initiative.
Anyway. Anyway, so I decided, well, okay, so Roy and I have been wanting to make this video for a while now.
True.
And we were waiting for some more of these cards to show up so we could actually have something to talk about. That may have already given away what we're doing. We are going to be, for those of you who don't know, the newest and Magic the Gathering set, it was announced, which is a crossover with all of Final Fantasy. And we have some thoughts about it.
True.
And so,
go on.
to give our credentials, I played a little bit of Magic the Gathering when I was in college. Roy has never played a trading card game. And my Nicho is very familiar with Magic the Gathering.
Oh, so okay. Yeah. I thought you were gonna introduce ourselves, or ourselves.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries. Well, you already got that part, so no worries.
Yeah. So and well, why don't you? How about you guys talk about your history with Final Fantasy?
Go on.
Okay.
Oh, you can start.
No, you can start now. I'm polite. I'm Canadian.
I'll
Wait, who's
start. I'll
starting?
start.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay,
Okay. So I have a soft spot for the Final Fantasy series. Final
then.
Fantasy 14 is probably my most played game of all time. I've got hundreds of hours put into it. I think I started with Final Fantasy 7, but I
Mhm.
don't really know for sure. I've played a few other games from the series, and yeah, that's my I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, sure. Um, just general fan of RPG,
Mhm.
Final Fantasy. I didn't get to play too many of them growing up,
Mhm.
but I always liked seeing them from the distance. What's it called? I played Crystal Chronicles,
Mhm.
both the GameCube and like one of the DS versions.
Mhm.
I got 15. Still need to finish that. I got to the cup noodle truck, and
Oh
I was like,
yeah, the
I
cup
got as
noodles.
far as I need to, and then
Yeah.
jokingly and then unironically ended up never not playing it again for a few years. Then got it back. Then I got the game back because I loaned it to a friend. Played it again, made it to pretty much the same spot, and coincidentally didn't get to play on my PS4 again. But um, but yeah, those games where those two Tekken characters come from,
Mhm.
Noctis and Clive, they're pretty cool.
How many? Just out of curiosity, how many Final Fantasies have you played?
Uh, like oh right, I played 13 as well, and 13
Oh,
too.
okay. Oh,
That's
okay.
so maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. Entry?
I want to say also like 4 or 5. Not to completion, but like
Yeah, yeah.
I've played a handful of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like completion is something I'm playing, because sometimes you don't like that game and you just and you complete it. Well, for me in my case, I think I have played the most Final Fantasy games in general. I started with this is the list. So I started with 7, 8, 9. I returned back to 7, then 6. I completed all these games except from 6. I 3/4 of the story. Then I went to 10, didn't complete it. Then 13 completed and almost 2 times, and I want to get it 100%. 14, of course. I played 3, 4, where I got bored. Then 16, I completed, and I want to complete it in max difficulty and 100% the game. I think that's pretty much it, all the Final Fantasy that I play. So I have seen the progression of the games very well.
Yeah. So we all three of us have pretty good experience with Final Fantasy, and 2 out of 3 of us have experience with Magic the Gathering. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's enough to convince you guys, or well, not convince you, but like, you know.
It's our opinions at the end of the day, so
Yeah,
no
and
worries.
also, and on that note, if you do like this set and these cards, that's great. This is just our silly little opinions.
Yeah, like we said with the tier list, it's our opinions at the end of the day. It matters a little bit. But if you like it, you like it. We all have opinions. That is the beauty of them.
You're not allowed to have those on the internet.
Convinced you should, Sally. You should.
Oh, and one other thing. We already looked through these cards. Well, Roy and I looked through the cards. Maybe Nicho did. I
Yes.
don't know. Um,
I haven't looked through all of them. I've
okay,
seen
so
some.
Roy and I have looked through these cards. Well, the ones that have been revealed at least, and some of them contain pretty major spoilers for
2 of them.
yeah, especially for Final Fantasy 14. So
Yes. Also, a little disclaimer. Now that you say Final Fantasy 14, a lot of people are gonna tell you that this is a Final Fantasy 14 collaboration or something. It is not. It's generally Final Fantasy in general.
I
All
haven't
the
heard
games.
anyone say that, but okay.
The other guy that you showed me, like, he said,
He's
like,
a
oh,
Final Fantasy 14 content creator. Of course he's going to say that.
Yeah, but that's false advertisement, isn't it?
I
Because
wouldn't look
it is.
too deep into that.
I just want to say that it's not a fan of. It's just not exclusive to one game. It's exclusive to all the series, and that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, beware of spoilers. And we'll try to let you know if there's going to be a spoiler coming up. So if we miss one, sorry.
Yes. I just want to say that there is true flavor of bastard in this set, and I love it because I can make jokes about it.
All right. Let me know when, and we can start.
Well, if you're gonna start, if you want, we can start now. We can wait like an hour.
Okay. All right. Let's get started.
Well, off you go.
All right. We're starting off strong, kind of, with cactuars.
Yeah, I think with these silly little guys can become like the important or like most defining thing for Final Fantasy next to the Mughals.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have much complaints with this. I mean, from an art standpoint, I don't have complaints with it. It's green, that makes sense. It's a plant, makes sense.
Okay, see, another disclaimer: art is very subjective, so we are bound to have different opinions on these cards. So keep that in mind, please.
I still think it's a really funny card. Thank God he doesn't have trample because that would be broken.
Oh yeah, that would have been Why didn't they give him trample?
For very good reason. That is 10,000 damage.
Oh yeah.
And commander, you start with 40.
Fair.
He is approaching Yu-Gi-Oh numbers of damage.
I think he surpassed Yu-Gi-Oh, but okay.
No. It's like toward the higher end, but it's not necessarily. There's like combo that can deal more damage.
It's a little character, and I love it.
Actually, I'm looking at the effects now. How does that work?
Just when he attacks, he gains 9,999.
I gotcha.
And 0 toughness.
Yeah, but he also gets 0 toughness. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, just 0 extra toughness, so he's still like base 1/7.
Oh,
which,
okay.
If it feels like an accurate homage to Cactuar.
Yeah, 7.
Silly little guys dealing a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, that's true. All right. What do you think, Roy?
Like I said, the art is it's not that mind blowing, but it's good.
Yeah,
like
it's about what I expected. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something like it will blow your mind and say like, oh, I want that car for like I don't care how I get this car, but I'm gonna get it. But it's definitely not something like we'll say like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
The borderless one is fitting. It's in the pose.
Yeah,
well,
they're both.
They're both.
Yeah, they're both are.
Yeah,
it's just different.
It's just the angle. Yeah. On the right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The one on the right. I will pick that one over the left. That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and for those of you who don't know anything about Magic the Gathering or just trading card games in general, there's going to be a lot of alt arts or alternate art versions of cards. Mm-hmm. And in Magic, they have a stupid amount for, well, if we're being honest here, just to pad out the booster packs.
Yeah, which we do not condemn those practice, people.
You mean condone?
You mean condone.
Shut up.
All right. Next up. Okay. This one's interesting.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a spoiler for.
I mean, depends on how you look at it, because again, like I told you, that costume became the official Yistola attire for every single product that they make.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that this outfit looks very familiar.
Yeah.
I have played 14.
So when Roy and I were looking at this yesterday, Roy was put off by the cat warlock subtype.
Yeah, not the cat. The cat is, I can see that because you explained me that very well. It was the warlock thing that pissed me off.
Well, what would it be instead?
Wizard.
Fair.
Yeah.
Because, you know who can be warlock? Alice. that she could fit more into a warlock.
I don't know what warlocks. I think if we're going off of like D&D rules, I don't think so.
But there is no right mage. It's a close thing because he can fight with melee, but he also can use spells.
But that's not what a
He's-
warlock is in D&D.
Well, that is the approximation that I have. But again, Final Fantasy rules and D&D rules are clearly do not overlap in any means, aside from wizards. But if we want to go with the closest one, I think the one in D&D will be warlock for Alice. The closest, because any other will not fit Alice. Or like red mages.
Right. I mean, of course they made Y'shtola. They also, and of course they gave her a waifu card because Y'shtola.
Yeah. Sadly, I gotta disagree on the right card. I like the left one, but I don't like the image in the right one.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like someone cosplaying as Y'shtola in the. I mean, they both look like Well, honestly, the one on the left looks more like a cosplayer, but I won't hold it against them.
The right one is too anime-ish, to put it in a way.
I can see that, yeah. Oh, what else? Some people on the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit were kind of annoyed that she has black mana, but like, I don't know. It makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her having black mana?
They didn't think it was a good fit for her. I don't know.
Some of them said no, and some of them said yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I know nothing about her, but
I mean,
abilities-wise, seems kind of understandable for Esper.
Esper is
Or
like
a combination.
Yeah, it's a combination.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Should I move on?
Yeah. Like I said, maybe change Warlock. That will be better other ways because we will get to one card that actually says Wizard.
Yeah. Also, the background on the alt art is kind of boring.
In general, I think the card is kind of.
It also kind of blends into. She also kind of blends into the background, but whatever.
Yeah, I think the right art is like. See, I think the left is pretty okay. It's very good, and in the right, it's just kind of meh.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now I realized something last night when I was putting together the slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
If you look under Dragon of Mount Gulg, you'll see another title.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is this is actually a pre-existing Magic the Gathering card, but with a Final Fantasy coat of paint on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they do that for a few cards in this set.
Okay.
So that's why it has two titles.
Fair.
The art is good. It's done, well, I mean, it's Yoshitaka Amano, so of course it's good. But I think this is a piece of pre-existing art.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it kind of has that feel to it. It must. Maybe from Final Fantasy 3. Is that?
It could be
Mount
3
Gulg.
or 2.
Oh wait, Mount Gulg. That's when was Mount Gulg?
Well, I can always Google that.
Yeah, let's Google it. I thought it was 3.
9. No, hold on. What is that in Spanish? Hold on, I found it. Oh, fuck off, you wiki.
Well, actually, I think it says in the
Tactics 12, Dissidia. I'm not even gonna pronounce that one. But that is other appearance in the original version. I think it is 3?
Yeah, I thought it was 3 because I don't know. It says in the corner though Final Fantasy 1, so
No, it's Final Fantasy 1, I think.
Oh, I think
Yeah, Final Fantasy 1.
Okay, yeah. I haven't really played the original, so
Wasn't one here like 4 or 6 in the way?
No, the original Final Fantasy was the same as the one in Japan. Final Fantasy 2 was actually Final Fantasy 4. 3 was 6, and then they just said, fuck it, Final Fantasy 7 everywhere.
Yeah, it's a little confusing.
Yeah, it's because
Localization things.
originally some of the games weren't released overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole other topic. Anyway, we're getting off topic. These cars are fine.
We will get to the story of Final Fantasy someday.
Yeah.
Hold on tight.
I think the
Don't clip that, Sally.
I think these cards are fine from like an art standpoint, flavor standpoint.
Chakawa Chick. Oh yeah, that's from Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, because Saz.
Yeah.
He gets his hot rod.
All right. So what do you think from mechanic standpoint?
I mean, Copper Dragon is easily the most broken of that cycle. So cool getting a reprint. Shame it's probably not going to drop the price of any of the printings.
this looks like a chase card, absolutely. So yeah.
I mean, it's also just a very strong card. Like very, very powerful. Treasures are stupid strong. And then put a 1/1 on this creature. Q Chocobo can snowball real quick. But mechanically, wouldn't say it's definitely not like the most broken in green. But for 1 mana, it is definitely solid.
Fair.
Since green is a color, you just barf lands out.
Yeah. All right. Next up. Oh, my favorite, Terra. No joke, she's actually my favorite Final Fantasy protagonist.
You know mine already.
I know yours, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so here's something that kind of bugs me about her archetype, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Human wizard warrior.
See, I told you, wizard.
Terra, I mean, she's half Esper. So could they not call her like I don't know what the Magic Gathering equivalent of an Esper would be, but like, she's not really fully human. So I don't really know why they called her maybe they just couldn't fit it in there. I don't know.
I don't know, in those type of things, I have no idea, to be honest.
Also,
but I will say...
Wait, why is she... Also, like, okay, white mana I can understand, red mana I can understand. Why black? That one doesn't make sense to me.
Looking at the effect.
From Terra Star Point? So like the
From
Final Fantasy lore?
A flavor standpoint, yeah.
You mean... I mean... She can cast blue magic in Final Fantasy, doesn't she?
I mean, well, Final Fantasy VI doesn't really have, like, traditional jobs.
No, well, you see... How do I explain this? Red magic is not a thing in Final Fantasy. It's only... If you remember your training as a red mage do not have red magic. They have black and white.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, Oh, okay. Yeah, because, like, I think she's a red mage, so yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, if she's a red mage, she can use black and white magic at the same time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I remember your training.
Plus black is usually the one with more graveyard shenanigans.
Yeah, that's the part that's tripping me up, though. I don't know. I haven't played very far into Final Fantasy VI, so maybe I'm missing something.
About black or red or what?
Oh, wait. I can't tell. Also, on the altar, I can't tell. Is that supposed to be a 3 or a 6 behind her?
A 3.
It looks... I can't tell what it is, but if it's a 3... If it's a 3, that's wrong. If that's a 6, it's hard to tell.
If you look very on the top, no, it's a 6. It's a 6. Yes,
yeah, I think it's a 6. Yeah, mm-hmm. It looks like a 3 though. Yeah, but it looks like a... Yeah,
it's a B. Yeah, it's just up.
I know. It looks like a 3.
Yeah. If you don't look at the top, it's very hard to tell.
Also, she kind of blends into the background again.
I mean, compared to Yistola, I like the secondary art more than the first one.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that she. Well, I guess it's kind of like a cross between her in-game sprite and her official artwork, where she kind of has like yellowish green hair. Yellowish green hair. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. All right. What do you think,
Mhm.
Nicho?
I mean, cute anime girl. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
mechanically seems interesting. Yeah, mill 2, give flying. And then dealing damage, pay 2. Cheat something out that you probably milled. It's fun shenanigans with her.
All right. Okay, now we're getting into spoiler territory.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Cecil.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would be, black. Seems kind of low for a mana cost, but whatever. I mean, he's a Dark Knight, so yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, if I remember, see, the thing is, I like the art, the first art.
Yeah,
Cecil.
yeah, it's okay.
The second one is very meh, literally.
He does kind of look like a stand, yeah.
Yeah, it's boring. That's the thing.
Yeah, and again, he kind of blends into the background.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that Cecil is here because he's
yeah.
an important Final Fantasy character.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you look at the bottom, you'll see those little symbols. That means that these have two sides.
Yes.
And the second side is kind of a spoiler, so here's your first spoiler warning.
For Final Fantasy IV, a game that is older than most of us.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah.
That's both of you.
I have some thoughts about the art on the left.
I mean,
I'm just gonna say it. He looks like He-Man.
I do like it though. The art on the left more than the right. If I need to pick a side,
I cannot look at the art on the left and not see He-Man. Other than that, I don't have anything to say.
I mean, as someone that has seen a lot of people like Cecil, I can tell you that it really fits more in the left than in the right. No, the other way, in the right than the left. I like Cecil as a character. Sadly, I don't know the full extent of Cecil, but I don't know. The one in the left is kind of too much for Cecil.
Yeah.
And then in the left is just Cecil as a whole. Like, it's a good art.
Also, again, not fully human, so they got that wrong.
Well, so far they have got a lot of things wrong when it comes to Final Fantasy lore.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess humanoids are just keeping simple for the most part, it looks like.
I guess. Well, no, actually, there's some others. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So far.
So far. We'll get to that.
So far, yeah.
All right. Next one. Another spoiler for the original Final Fantasy. Now, see, I just noticed something. In Garland, it says Human Knight, and for Chaos, it says Demon. So why couldn't they make Cecil and like have one side be human, the other half be whatever?
Transformation.
True.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Human until it transforms.
Oh, and shoot, I just realized something. If you look at the flavor text for Garland, they used the original censored dialogue from the NES game. Whereas in the Japanese, he basically says, "I'll kill you."
a little neat touch.
Gotta love gotta love Nintendo in the 80s.
Yep.
Localization, baby.
Anyway, yeah, I really don't have much to say about this card other than it's kind of a spoiler, but oh well.
It is what it is.
Also, it looks kind of underwhelming, honestly.
Uh yeah, it's like I can see why. At least the one in the left, I sort of like the pose that he's doing and the background and all that. I see that appealing, but the one in the right is just like, oh, generic demon guy.
I was more so referring to the mechanics. He just feels kind of underwhelming.
Oh well, I have nothing to
No,
say about the
Surveil
mechanics.
was pretty good actually.
I know, but when he transforms, he's just like, he doesn't, I don't know.
Well, he comes. Well, it's recurring, and then there's easy enough ways to bring him out of the deck again,
Fair.
especially in red and black.
Oh, yeah. All right. Ugh, jeez, this card. I've got a lot to say about this card, too.
My favorite.
Okay, so
Here we
again,
go.
yeah, this is just a repaint of a pre-existing card. And also, they did not give a single fuck when doing the artwork for this card because it is literally just her official artwork from the 90s
Exactly.
with a gray background.
That's pretty much it. They just say like, oh, let's go to Google and get the first image of Yuffie and then get the background in your color, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man.
A job well done,
and here's
everyone.
the thing. It looks like this is like a rare card, too. Yeah, it's
If
a
it
rare.
is, if it is, it's straight up disappointing.
Imagine getting this as your rare.
Yep.
I mean, people would be okay with getting Yuriko. Just a really popular commander.
I get
And-
that, but like the artwork is just so compared to everything else that we've seen, this is just this is nothing.
Yep. See, if I were to play Magic the Gathering and I get this card, and then I also got like another card of the same rarity, and I compare them, I will be extremely disappointed because it is so boring to see that card.
Yeah, it looks like pure nostalgia bait using the.
That's exactly what it
Good
is.
art.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't really have much to say about these from an art standpoint. It's the only thing we got for Final Fantasy 15 so far.
Oh,
Yep.
it's that guy from Tekken 7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Nicho, what do you think?
I was reading the effects.
Oh.
There's also not gonna be any Final Fantasy 16. Well, no. Well,
No, I
now
don't
that I
think
think
so
about it,
because when they were working on it, I think 16 wasn't really out yet.
Yeah,
That was-
that sounds
but
about right.
but they were trailers, weren't they?
I mean, maybe Square Enix gave them some notes, but I doubt it.
I suppose it will be interesting because there is a lot of interesting characters that can come out, especially Clive and Jill and all of those. Without saying much spoiler, because someday in some reality at some point in this before the universe die, everybody's gonna play Final Fantasy 16. So
Mean.
I'm keeping myself from doing from saying anything that is related to Final Fantasy 16. But oh boy, there is stuff that I want to say about it. Especially simp for Clive.
Oh, that guy from Tekken 8. Can't believe they gave
Yeah.
him his own game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
And on that note, what do you guys think? I just think
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
cute. The fishing
It
site
is.
for somebody.
Yeah, it's fine. He's very safe. I think that is the word I'm looking for.
It's what I expected.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a pretty good nod to having to fish.
Yeah,
The 15.
yeah, I can see that.
And they get and it's got its own spin-off, that VR fishing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, now we get into the one that I really don't like. Well, aside from Yuffie, but whatever. So, I am
Yeah.
warning you right now. This is a
This is a big spoiler.
major
Yes.
spoiler for Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't want to be
Shadowbringers.
for Shadowbringers, yes. If you
Yes,
don't want to
because
be
he's not into
spoiled,
the anything else. Oh yeah,
I
he is an spoiler from Final Fantasy Shadowbringers and then Walker.
yeah. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I will not be mad if you skip this part of the video.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to be spoiled, I will tell you why.
Yeah.
Why it's so wrong at so many levels, because Henry knows about MSH, but doesn't know the context of that card. And I will try to keep it spoiler free for her. But man, there is a lot of things to talk about this card.
Yeah. So
Spoiler time, yes.
well, oh wait, the the mechanics.
Mm.
I mean, what about them?
Well, what do you think?
ETBs are attacks, loot, and if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you can flip them.
All right.
I would have to see what's on the other side.
Well, the other side. Well, okay. Before we do that, when I first saw this card when they first announced this set, I'm like, "Wow, that's a spoiler." And when I was trying to point it out to people in other videos talking about it, no one really seemed to care.
Yep.
So that's sad. Anyway.
Because yeah, the main argument will be, oh, you're still not getting to Shadowbringer. This is all the blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up, people, please. There is a lot of new players getting into Final Fantasy 14. Of course, they're not gonna catch up in like 2 days with Shadowbringer, let alone with Down Trail. I respect that.
Yeah. Oh, also, this was the one on the right. I believe that's the card that Roy said, "I've seen porn of Emmett that looks better than this."
that is the hill that I want to die in, because I have seen many hentai of fucking Emmet, and it's very well done compared to that card. Jesus Christ. You don't understand how many good fucking porn is over that guy that looks better than that card. Like, Jesus. Many, yes, many, a lot.
All right. This is your final warning for spoilers. Three,
because,
three,
yeah.
2,
What are you
1.
watching? You don't care, Sally. I want to know.
And he transforms into this.
Which, side note, that guy has my favorite song in the game.
So yeah, if you went into this set wanting to play Shadowbringers and you knew nothing about it, oh well.
Too bad for you.
Yeah, fuck you, I guess.
Exactly.
I mean,
you see people, you're not understanding the levels of spoilers that are in the card. Especially Henry, because Henry has not yet to get to that part and is not understanding what's going on. But aside from the image, the card ability is a spoiler. The background of the image is a spoiler. This transformation is a spoiler. And there is a lot of things that is wrong, and this is so far the only card that we've seen like with a lot of spoilers so far. That's a keyword, so far, because I will believe that there will come other cards and like major spoilers attached to them, and that's not okay.
I know, and like considering how protective, well, not protective, but like how vigilant Final Fantasy 14 players especially are at making sure Sprouts, new players, don't get spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
This is not cool.
Yeah, because as somebody has played Final Fantasy 14 for a long time, I can tell you that there is no community that cares a lot for new players as Final Fantasy 14 does, because the fact that somebody will, for a time, somebody will, talk and say not even a clear hint about something that is not happening in the current time that the new player is, and it will be like yell at them and say like, don't say anything, don't spoil anyone, and it's like a common rule amongst the player, amongst veterans, that don't say anything that is a spoiler or remotely reassembles a spoiler.
I
And
mean,
that's so wholesome.
yeah, if the card had just been Emmett, it would have been annoying, but it would have been like understandable. But this is like,
I mean, it didn't need it to be Emmet in the first place. Because
yeah.
if you wanted to portray Shadowbringers, Gistola, because that is Gistola
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shadowbringers. That's one. You want to portray somebody else in Shadowbringer? I'll say. You want to portray anyone else? Alphinaud, Estinian, the Water of Light. You can use the Water of Light in Shadowbringers, which is one of the more recognizable characters in Shadowbringers. You can use. I mean, thinking about somebody else, like it's a billion or something that can fit in this, but I think everyone else will be a spoiler. You have the main cast, Tancred, for example, it could be portrayed. Well, Tancred will be a spoiler because it's different from the Tancred that you people know that they are not in Shadowbringers.
And like,
I know. Fuck. I don't want to live in a reality that is true, but I think I know one of the cards that they're gonna announce, and that is gonna be a major spoiler for Shadowbringers 2 and the Eden quest line. And I will kill somebody if that happens, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
And like people I pointed out in the comments of a video, like, hey, just so you know, this is a major spoiler for Shadowbringers. And people were like, well, why didn't you play Shadowbringers back in the day? And I'm just like, the beauty of Final Fantasy XIV is that you can take breaks from it. Yoshi P encourages people to take breaks from his game.
Yeah, aside from the only exception, if you get a plot. If you get a plot, you're fucked.
Yeah. But that's optional. You don't need to get one.
Yo, and even then, you have a long time for coming back, like 1 month.
I think it's like 45 days, actually.
I think, but you don't need to do anything special. Just log in, get into your plot, get inside your house, like let the game running for like 5 minutes, and then you can log off. That's it. So you don't need to do content or anything. It's not like a gacha game that encourages you to play every single day and do quests.
Yeah. So that's my rant about this card.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on.
Oh, please God, don't let it be another spoiler for Shadowbringers, because I know one character that is very recognizable.
Okay, so Cloud. Just a heads up, there's 2 Clouds in this set because of course there are.
Yeah.
I don't know why he has green mana, maybe because of the Buster Sword, I don't know. But
I suppose, do you play Final Fantasy VII to the
yes. End? Not to the end, but I got decently far into it.
You got to the plot of Sephiroth? Like the lake plot of Sephiroth?
I have no idea. It's been so long since I've played that game.
Yeah, without saying spoilers, I think I can sort of see Cloud getting green magic at the end. But,
Well, green isn't really magic. Green is more just like big, stompy monsters.
Oh, well,
nature.
Look at that.
Yeah, nature.
Earth.
Nature, yeah.
No, yeah, if it's nature, then yes, it fits very well.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, shows what I know. I mean,
No, this is a spoiler.
It looks fine to me, I guess.
See, I don't like name. This is a classic question. Name a protagonist from Final Fantasy series that is not Cloud, Squall, or Zidane.
Terra.
You got one. Somebody else wanna try to do that one?
I got another.
Noctis.
Noctis, good. The thing is, I have asked that question to many people in the community, and they can maybe point out that Terra, maybe Luke, or Locke in 6. are Noctis as well that we point out. But you get those options out and people like freak out because, of course, Cloud, Squall, and Gitan are the most recognizable. And
Yeah,
I will be against
Seven
that.
was revolutionary at the time.
it was, I guess.
Kind of. Kind of, because you can say that it was very revolutionary, but it's still a broken game in many aspects.
It
I mean,
was
that
the
changes
first.
nothing about how huge it was, like
Yeah,
how
it
impactful
was.
that game was
It
to
was.
pop culture as a whole.
Yeah, it was like the first JRPG to really explode in the West.
I mean, you
Well,
could say the same thing about Pokemon. Like Red and Blue were literally held together by duct tape in a fucking dream.
well, true.
Well, the game barely works. Like it's a
I was gonna say
miracle
duct tape and happy
Yeah,
thoughts.
but
that
the
Red
thing
and Blue
is,
worked.
oh, this is the thing. As much as I don't like 7, 8, and guys, I guess I like 9. As much as I don't like those games, like how much are broke. It has some good points, but the problem is, as always, people not say like it's perfect, which clearly it's not. It's broken in many aspects, and they like saying like, "Oh, Cyberpunk is very good, like it's flawless." No, it isn't.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this. I think it's fine,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. All right, next up. Titus, I think? I don't know.
Titus?
Titus,
Yes.
yeah.
Spoiler, because we don't know who Juna is, but I do.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, again, not entirely human, but that's beside the point. I sound like a broken record, probably. I'm sorry.
No worries.
It's all right because we got Blitzball.
This-
Jeez.
Chet. I suppose the father is gonna be there too.
Yeah, so...
Oh, they're gonna. I know what they're gonna do for Juna.
Oh, wait,
They're
I
gonna
just realized something.
Mm.
Look in the cheer ability. You may draw a card and proliferate. The fuck does that mean?
So proliferate, whatever counters there are on anything on the board or on players, you add one more. You can do that to as many permanents or players with counters as you like.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing though. People are probably going to come into this not knowing anything about Magic. How are they going to know what that means?
I mean, it's a keyword, so
But it's not.
you would look it up, and or other cards will have reminder text if you're playing it in a deck that has proliferate.
But it doesn't say anywhere on the card that it's a keyword.
It's stuff you pick up as you play, and like as you read other like in the deck that Titus is going to be the face of. There's probably going to be other cards that will give you that reminder text.
Oh, I just remembered something. So, yeah, there's going to be pre-con decks, like pre-constructed decks and booster boxes, of course. The pre-con decks, just the basic, not the collector ones, because, yeah, those are a thing. The basic ones are $70. Which is more than Baldur's Gate 3.
And that's a game of the year, by the way. Go play Baldur's Gate.
Oh, and you know how much the booster boxes cost?
No.
$200.
Cool. Okay.
That is...
Yeah, because big IP crossover licensing versus D&D being a property of WotC as well.
I know, but
so they don't have to
like...
deal with as much.
That is a hard sell.
There's a lot more hype around Final Fantasy than overall.
I guess, but like...
Yeah, but if you're not considering something. I had tried to play, I have the intent to play trading cards at some point, I suppose. This is not selling me the Magic the Gathering. This is not doing the opposite. Like, it's like, okay, no one to spend this much money in Magic the Gathering. I don't even know what's going on. So
And also...
Like, prices are inflated, but these are just reasons why it would be a higher price. Plus, it's going to be a limited printing. Like, they're probably not going to... They might print in-universe equivalents soon, TM.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah, that's another thing.
Again,
that you're
Oh
paying
yeah.
is licensing. That alone is expensive in any form of media.
I guess, but
I
like
It's
suppose.
understandable, but it still fucking sucks. But it's not like unfound in this case.
you
How
could
much it's going to
drop.
inflate later is an entirely
Maybe I can
story.
drop $70. Maybe. Because I think that is how much Monster Hunter Wilds is now. Maybe. But
I'd rather
again,
play Monster Hunter Wilds than get a stack of
I'd rather
cardboard.
play Monster Hunter Wilds than Magic the Gathering, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's not only the price tag, which is one thing, it's the fact that as Henry pointed out, if I'm buying this right now, I say like, okay, I'm gonna buy this thing. You know, I'm not gonna play Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna play Magic the Gathering. If I get only this, I have no clue what I'm getting into. And if the cards don't make anything to help me understand the game, I will just put it in a box and leave them under my bed forever.
Well, yeah, when you get the deck, it's going to give you a thing telling you like the basic idea of the deck, and you look through the cards, and you can piece it together, and then like you play and plus it's a social thing, so you play with other people, and other players are more than likely to be willing to help out explain stuff.
I would like to argue against that, but you have a point. I'm not gonna lie to you. But again, I don't know. It's like it depends on what contains the box. If the box doesn't contain has a manual or a guide or something, I'm
Well,
definitely putting off.
they will. Like
I
they'll give you
suppose.
like a thing of how the deck will work. You know what relevant keywords in your deck.
Well, I mean, and this is just and like the bog standard version of the deck is $70. There's a collector's version which is like I don't know how much, but it was a lot more.
It's
Mhm.
everything foil. That's why.
Yeah, foil cards, right? The ones that turn into Pringles if you just look at them funny.
Yep.
I'll explain later, Roy.
No, I suppose. See, this is the thing because with the only mechanics you're talking about, this clearly make me like what happened with me when I started to get in Yu-Gi-Oh. When I tried to get in Yu-Gi-Oh, like she's trying to explain me concepts on showing me what the cards are doing. I'm like, you are scaring the shit out of me.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh is just an entirely different beast.
No, yes, but that is my
With-
only approach to
in
trading
terms of
card games.
Magic, though, there is a low floor, like to get to like grasp the basics. When it gets more complex later, is when you start learning more about like the stack and how things interact. But so it has like a really high ceiling, but it also has a really low floor where you can learn the basics like really easily. Plus, there's like Arena where you can play online, and which is always a good way to learn because it doesn't let you make wrong play like illegal plays. You might not know why exactly, but you won't be able to make them.
Right.
You'll be able to see like, oh, I can't do this way. You know, there's just a lot of interesting shenanigans you can get into.
Yeah.
I suppose, but again, hearing you both talking like we were watching the video of Henry and I about the trading card game of
Oh
Disney.
yeah, the Lorcana video. Oh jeez.
Lorcana.
Yeah,
and,
we
and,
were going
and,
nuts watching that video.
Yeah, and the moment that you started to speak like in the more intrinsic stuff about Magic the Gathering, my brain stopped working because I was lost. And I understand that maybe that sounds very basic to you, but oh my god, from somebody that is a complete outsider into the matter, that don't even know the very basics of any trading card game, not even Pokemon. I'm lost. You're not selling me right.
All right, I think we spent enough time on this one.
Yeah, not even talking about Tidus, poor guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tidus is fine. I have no complaints.
Which I'm gonna say, I love Juna more.
Yeah, the card. We forgot about the card. The card is fine.
Yeah, and I was gonna point out they are definitely going to make 4 cards of Juna. Mark my words.
All right. Next up, Moogle.
And
Okay, this one is one that I'm like. Remember how with the Cactuar and the Chocobo, they were just like plant and bird.
Spirit.
Moogle is a Moogle apparently.
Yeah.
They couldn't think of a generic term for a Moogle.
And
I mean,
like I said to Henry, it
can
could
you?
fit like
I don't
creature,
know if I can.
beast.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, creature, beast, sort of work,
No,
if
'cause
you
creature, there's already legendary creature.
but it still work. Like it is a good definition of a Moogle. Like if you want to be very specific, very vague about what is a Moogle.
I guess it could be like beast or something. I don't know. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine to keep it as a Moogle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
guess. Only
There's
it's
probably going to be other Moogles that they print too,
yeah, I think there are.
and we'll have some
Probably.
sort of synergy.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't like make reprinting
So
difficult.
in that line of thought, there is gonna be only one Chocobo, which is gonna be Sash.
Probably not, but you know,
More.
yeah, there's probably gonna be more.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean it's a Moogle.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like Moogles. I'm
like
in the side of the Dark
Moogles.
Knight. I am in the side of the Dark Knight quest. I don't like Moogles. That is the one time that I say like, yes, kill the Moogle. And I'm not gonna spoil anything else.
Just gonna take him out back like Old Yeller.
Hmm?
Gonna take those Moogles out back like Old Yeller.
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
There is I don't think it's gonna be a Dark Knight anytime, but there is a part in the second half of the quest line for Dark Knights that gets like, oh, they basically kidnap a child, and the other one's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna kill Muggles now, and it's like, yes, please, let's kill Muggles. And you spend like 3/4 of that quest either beating the shit out of Muggles or just hearing the other guy saying like, I'm gonna kill them all.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, this is my favorite quest so far. This is so funny.
All right. How much you want to bet there's gonna be like a Hildebrand card?
Nothing. 100%. Well, this is the thing. You know Hildebrand because you are a Final Fantasy 14 player. Can you do that? Can you tell somebody else will know him that is not into Final Fantasy 14?
I mean, you could say the same for like. Never mind. All right, I got you.
Yeah, because it's more in a niche.
Yeah, that's
Hildebrand.
fair. That's fair.
Because you cannot see him in other places, like
Right.
in other games.
Okay.
And yeah, that's right. The right one, the art one is cutesy, and I
Yeah.
do agree on that one. I like it more than the left. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
you
the
that
left one
so-
looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, very uncanny, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still killing both of them.
All right. Next up, Shiva. They made because sagas are coming back because everybody loves sagas.
I mean, Saga's never left.
Oh well, I thought nobody liked them.
There's probably mixed opinions, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we're getting one here in the form of a summon, I guess, with Shiva.
Yeah,
It looks like Final Fantasy X Shiva.
it is Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
X,
it is. It is. Yeah.
It is, yes. I mean, it's alright. It's not the best design of Shiva in all the games, I suppose.
I mean, it's either that or they could have gone with like Final Fantasy VII Shiva.
Go for Final Fantasy 14 and you can spoil people even more.
Oh yeah,
both of them,
yeah.
Both of the
geez,
Shivas in the game,
yeah.
they're gonna be spoilers.
Fuck, that would have been
Major spoilers.
Yeah.
And if you know the second Shiva, if you know that story, I bet you, I kid you not, they are gonna make that character into a card because it really.
Oh, I would
recognizable.
be surprised if they didn't.
And that's not lying. That's an spoiler that I will get me mad because that's a very big spoiler.
There's another
Yeah.
thing that happens in Heaven's Word that I'm like, they better not fucking spoil that because that, I mean, yeah, everyone in the community knows about it, but like, that would be huge.
even if they just put the how do I say this without saying the spoiler? Even if they
The
put
thing. The thing.
the thing, yeah, even if they put that or the panoramic view that is from the city from behind, because there is a little thing for that person. If they put anything resemble that, that's a spoiler. That's a big major spoiler
Yeah.
from Heaven's Word, which is, I suppose, for example, they can also make a spoiler for a Realm Reborn. And that will be very heavy as well. And they can make a spoiler for any other of the expansions for Endwalker, Stormblood, Downtrail. They definitely can make a lot of
Maybe not
spoilers.
Dawn
And that,
Trail, but yeah.
no, because if you finish Endwalker,
No, because like it might have still been in development when they were making these
no,
cards.
no, no. Hear me out. When you finish an entire expansion from beginning to patch, you already know the next one.
Okay.
Because at the end of Endwalker, at the very end, when you complete all the expansion and all the patch, you get to see the protagonist from Downtrail.
I gotcha.
So you have you are getting excited for what is to come.
I gotcha. Right. Okay.
So yeah, I'm very scared that people will get a lot of spoilers when it comes to Final Fantasy 14, which is not the same. This is a thing for me, at least. I don't know about you, but it's different to get a spoiler from a game from Final Fantasy 7, 6, 8, from Final Fantasy 14, because Final Fantasy 14 will get you more time. It will take you more time to complete all of those games. Only the story wise, not side content.
Yeah. All right. Nicho, do you have any comments?
I mean, I think it's really neat making a really smart idea, really smart / cute idea, making the summon sagas. Since they're summons, they're only there temporarily.
Yeah,
With
I
their
can see that.
effects.
Yeah.
And so they can come in as a creature temporarily.
All
Are we
right.
gonna see another summons?
I would imagine so.
Probably.
Ifrit, Garuda, Alexander, Bahamut.
Probably Bahamut. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Bahamut.
I would be
Definitely.
surprised if there's not some sort of
No.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the classic ones. Ifrit, which is very unrecognizable. Garuda, another one is recognizable. Bahamut, Alexander, that are very recognizable as well.
Or Odin.
Odin, for sure Odin is gonna be there.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
Should I move on?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Ramut is gonna be there as well.
Okay. So I think there's another Sephiroth card, but I can't really confirm if that's what it is. Again, okay, so they can call Sephiroth a human avatar, but they can't do the same thing for Terra. Okay, fine.
Like I said to Henry, they are very consistent and very inconsistent.
Yep. I don't. Also, why is Tonberry a salamander? Like, I don't get it.
But just name that guy a Great Jagras, and that's it. It's a Jagras now. I gotta give you. I gotta give Tom Berry a little love because it is a cutesy art.
Yeah, the art is fine. I don't have any complaints about the art.
It's just a little guy.
I mean, true.
Also, fuck, Sephiroth is expensive to summon.
I mean, what do you expect? It's Sephiroth.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. But for a commander, that's expensive.
Again, he's a mommy boy. What do you expect?
He would more likely be in the 99, honestly. I mean, I'm sure people will try and build him as a commander, but I feel like he's more of a 99.
Because, like, if he gets knocked out once, then it would be like 12 mana to summon him again.
Hey. Commander
Well-
attacks is 2 mana.
Oh, okay. So that would still be like 8 mana.
Yeah, but you're more likely gonna put him like in the deck instead of as the commander. But even then, there's ways to get around paying. You're in Demir. You don't need to pay for that stuff.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, giving Tonberry Death Touch, that makes sense, honestly.
Yep.
All right.
And a chef knife.
Yeah, yeah. Sin, I don't really have much to say about this.
Tame, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't played Final Fantasy X, so I can't really comment.
I play, as I mentioned, I play Final Fantasy 10, but just like 1/4 of the way.
Yeah.
It was kind of meh, and my PC back then was crashing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that card is fucked.
Let me see. I mean, it looks kind of like it would hurt.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that can fit in multiple kinds of decks, or be its own deck.
Yeah, I can
Plus-
see that. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. And oh yeah, and now we're getting to the part where there's some art, but it doesn't have cards yet. But we don't have the cards yet.
Which I know the first one. I'm extremely disappointed that that's the case.
First up, we have Lightning.
Yay, my wife.
Oh yes, Claire.
Yeah. Hey, that's not a spoiler.
Rip.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler for all the games.
It's over a decade at this point.
So does Final Fantasy. You can say the same. That's the same argument that Epicenter. Final Fantasy Shadowbringers is sold. You should be already in that on that part. Which, I don't understand. But no, I still call him like Lightning because I know it's not a spoiler.
Yeah. Roy, you have some thoughts about this?
Yes, the fact that I found almost the exact same art from a foreigner that was old, it really brings me in question if they're like took a lot of inspiration on that one, or did they just like the same thing with Chufi? Like, I can do something like that. Go on.
You think they traced it?
I show you that one, and for context, I think I save it in my PC. It's not 100% exactly the same, but it is definitely very resemblant. It's the first thing that comes to my mind when I saw that one. I was like, that's suspicious. I have seen that style somewhere else.
It would not
And
surprise me if it was like traced or something.
Yeah, and it took me like because it's an old picture and I couldn't find it like very very easily. But man,
Sally says the art looks like something from League of Legends.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, I can definitely see that one.
Yeah,
But,
I can definitely see that. Yeah.
It's like, oh man, you can definitely make better fan art better art of Lightning, like 100%. It will not cost that much, but yeah, Jesus, the way that I treating my wife is not great. Like I have a lot of complaints about that.
All
Here it
right.
is.
Oh.
Here it is, Andre.
I can't look at it right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's even almost the same pose and everything.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they traced it, but like it wouldn't surprise me. Magic the Gathering artists have traced before.
Yeah. Also, you can sort of look at it, and it's not gonna stop
Hold
the
on.
streaming.
I'll look on my phone.
Yeah. That's an old picture, by the way. That's years ago. I needed to look.
They
I
look
needed to look.
different enough that I think it's just a coincidence.
It's a big coincidence. I have another one, but I think I didn't save it because I'm stupid. But it's I don't know. It's kind of the same in the pose and everything. To be fair, could be just a big coincidence, like you said.
Yeah,
But I
I think
don't know.
it could just be a coincidence, honestly.
But it was the first thing that it came to my mind when I saw that picture.
Fair.
I needed to go through like a massive hunt down, a lot of Facebook pages and all that just to find that picture, because I think it's gone. That picture is gone. Just in old stuff. I think, I'm not sure.
All right. What do you think, Nietzsche?
I mean, lightning. She's lightning.
Yeah, it's kind of generic, honestly.
Which is a shame because it's hell of a character and I love her.
Yeah. All right, next up. A really fucking creepy looking post Moogle
Yep.
that looks like an old lady.
True.
And oh yeah, spoilers, I guess.
Kind of.
Kind of.
If you don't know anything about Final Fantasy in general, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the context for the Moogle, but I don't know. I mean, they're fine, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Nietzsche?
I mean, Mailman Moogle.
It's from Final Fantasy 14. Also, do you know how hard it was for me to find a good photo of that? It was hard. Anyway, next up. Oh yeah, the one everyone thought was AI.
I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody.
A lot of people thought it was AI when they first showed it.
Yeah. Which I still think is, again, are subjective, but that's objectively wrong. They are objectively wrong in most of this, but I don't like it. I simply don't like the art style.
I get where they're going for with it, but yeah, I don't know.
It is uncanny.
It does look a little uncanny, yeah.
I'm not sure. Again, there is a lot of fan arts out there of that scene from Final Fantasy VII that look amazingly good, and they decided to go with that one.
Honestly, he looks too, I don't know, feminine?
Yeah, I can see that.
It looks like it looks like a
Yeah, his
cosplayer.
face looks more feminine than I remembered it from that card.
Yeah.
Or from that art.
Yeah, it looks like a cosplayer, honestly. All right. I think there's one more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good old Kefka.
Iconic.
Yeah, honestly, this one I don't have any complaint. I don't know what the context for the card is, but I mean I know what's going on, but I don't know what the card of associated with this art would be. But I think this looks fine. I mean, it's kind of a spoiler for Final Fantasy VI, but oh well.
Look at him, he's just having a good time.
Yeah, poisoning a water supply and killing gods know how many people.
Yeah. You know, just a silly little prank.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I think that's the last one. Yep, that's the last one.
That's Kefka. That's Kefka seller.
Yeah, that was Kefka.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that is it.
Yep.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on what we've seen so far?
I mean, some of the cards definitely need for some pre-existing decks I have. Uh, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing more of the summons. I like the idea of them being sagas, so they have their effects, and can still like block or attack and then go away since summons are temporary.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
There's definitely art that is cutesy or good. There definitely art that needed more time in the oven to be sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like again, like as non, as a, I think I'm not the target audience of this cards. But if I wanted to get in, like many people are saying, like, oh, this is your time to getting into the trading card if you are a Final Fantasy player or whatever. I don't know. Some of the, just for the art in some of them, I have a lot of hesitation in saying like they're worth the price tag for me at least. Like, and I don't know if it's targeted to beginners or newcomers, but definitely they are getting a lot of newcomers.
Assuming that they want to drop like $70 at minimum.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, if they pay for
They
a lot of
will.
the collector edition from a lot of the games from Final Fantasy, they can surely afford it.
You would think, yeah.
They will.
Oh well.
The Warhammer did well. Lord of the Rings did well.
I guess, but like, it doesn't sit right with me.
No, not really. Again,
Hasbro.
I mean, again, if it was a marketing campaign to advertise this for me to get into the trading cards, since I'm a complete, I don't have any idea on anything, it will be a very bad job because it didn't hook me up. Not only the descriptions, but also some of the fun, some of the art. Like I said, it's not that really enticing. They have some strong points though. I definitely will need to see more of the cards or more the direction they take with the other stuff. But as a first preview of what's to come, there's too little, or it's not ready. You know.
Yeah, man, we might look at some other cards when this set officially releases, but we'll see. All right, my thoughts are I'm really not that impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and this is coming from someone who has a soft spot for Final Fantasy. And yes, I am biased against anything Hasbro and WotC do, but like, I just was not impressed.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't like Universes Beyond. I think it is unnecessary for this trading card game.
We will see what they do in terms of at least cards and all that. I suppose they're gonna make more previews, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a little empty right now, just to make an assumption that how bad or how good it's gonna be. But so far, the first impression.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. Yeah.
And yeah, first impressions matter a lot,
Yeah.
especially if you're gonna throw
months
$70 at this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's already pre-orders for this stuff, and I'm just like, really?
I mean, not surprised.
Yeah. They're making a SpongeBob secret lair thing eventually. And I'm just like, okay, you guys have clearly gone off the rails. And not in a good way.
It's Fortnite, but with cards, people.
Exactly. This is what I've been saying. It's turned into Fortnite.
In the moment that you hit, like, you see, I can see Final Fantasy getting into Magic. I can see where, it's fantasy teams have some serious attachment to it. I can see that because that's the appeal of the game, The moment you start to talk about getting a collaboration with something silly as a SpongeBob, you are making a Fortnite.
Oh, they've already collaborated with Fortnite.
See, case in point.
They've collaborated with Walking Dead, Street Fighter, Stranger Things.
You see, maybe those aren't that bad because again, serious teams and serious atmospheres at some degree. But the SpongeBob is not serious; it's comedy. Fortnite is just a fucking massive advertise of other brands and celebrities. I don't, I don't think that they will fit into Magic the Gathering.
They also did some, I think, for like Hatsune Miku. Well, they did a few for Hatsune Miku, actually.
Okay, that one I cannot defend. That is it's straight up just appealing to the whips.
It's. Some people are just like, oh, they're not that bad. I disagree.
It's like, again, it's like Final Fantasy trying to collaborate with Fortnite. Final Fantasy, just imagine for a second, JGP announced, oh, tomorrow we are collaborating with Fortnite in Final Fantasy 14. It's like that came out of nowhere because it doesn't fit the team.
I mean, they did Fall Guys. That kind of is similar.
Yeah, but at least Fall Guys, it had like, it wasn't part of the story or anything.
Right. It was
minigame.
in the Gold Saucer, yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of fits as well because it's a mini game
Yeah,
for the gold
yeah.
saucers.
I gotcha. Well, I think with that, I think that is the stream.
I'm not gonna put some filler like this was One Piece so we can go to the 2 hours.
I mean, there really isn't much else to talk about.
Well, neither with Bleach, there were those guys you just like, yeah, let's put some filler. And that's all they did. And 99% of Bleach is just filler. It is what it is.
Oh, jeez.
It's not Naruto.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we are getting way off topic.
I mean, that's the point of padding it out of the 2 hours.
Yeah, alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it here.
No, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, we've talked about what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, true.
So,
Then
yeah.
Then we can start another stream about games and then we can make monies.
I need to eventually keep playing Unpacking. I'm sorry that we haven't been playing that. I keep getting distracted and Roy keeps wanting to play games.
You're passing the blame on me.
Got him.
Okay, fair enough.
You wanted
Okay.
to play Monster Hunter Rise.
Yes, because we can play the 3 of us, Sally, you and I. Is that wrong? Okay, you both fuck off. Okay, I see.
Stella
I'm gonna
agrees
go-
with me.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go play Warframe then.
Oh, jeez.
Gonna play Warframe. I'm gonna go back to fucking high school. I'm gonna go play Warframe and fucking Black Desert Online.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Jesus.
Both.
Heard it forever. Or one of those.
No, it's both.
No, some of my other friends play Warframe, so
Believe me, I have 2,000 hours in Warframe. And they're little. They're too little. I need more.
All right, and on that note, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Roy, Nicho, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Am I gonna get paid for this?
If YouTube decides to pay us.
Oh, fuck.
womp womp.
Yeah, so, all right, well, thanks everyone.
Later.
All right.
Bye-bye.